Alright, we're doing our series here on rifles designed for kids, and we're going to start it off with the rifle that started me off on such a collection, and that is this Crickett 22 Magnum in stainless. So let's take a closer look at it. It's a youth rifle, so it's designed for kids. It's a rifle though. Everything about it is a rifle, just scaled down. So we're going to pull that bolt back, and we're going to see that there's nothing in the chamber there. And, well, there's no magazine on this one, so we know it's good to go. See that it's got a very decent action. You would then pull this guy back to cock it. I'm going to put tension on the hammer there, but when you pull the trigger, that guy goes forward, shoots the round. Very safe, single shot, nothing to cycle another round into the action or anything. When you're done, pull that out, put the next one in, and you keep going. I happened to be out at the range one day and saw an old guy, real old guy, shooting one of these, and I guess it was his grandson's or something, but I just loved it in stainless and orange. Big fan of orange, and how else can you get a cool orange gun like this? I don't think it's doing it justice, but these things are not big. They're tiny little guns. Now, a gun needs to be an overall length of 26 inches with a 16-inch barrel to not be registered here in the U.S. So let's answer that question right off the bat. Got this tape measure here. It's a crappy tape measure, but we'll go out to the end of the barrel there, and I'll get it to catch on there. So we're right at the end of the barrel, and if I can get it to stay out there, we can see that the barrel itself is just about the 16 inches. Could that be worse? Tape measure? Shitty. So right at 16 inches for the barrel, and way over 26 inches overall. We're at 29 inches overall. So they could still chop a couple inches off this barrel or move the action back. I guess not the barrel. They could move the action back about a couple of 3 inches or chop 3 inches off the stock. But this isn't made to be the smallest rifle ever made. It's just made to work with a kid. And I suspect that something about this dimension, which is a little shorter than a standard rifle, looks like it's about 12 inches from the trigger to the end of the stock. And I suspect that would be a measurement that they've figured out works for kids. Kids that are of age to start shooting. So what's that, 5 or 6? It's got little peep sights on it that work really well, and front sight, easy to see, nice little peep. I'm not going to be able to focus in on that too well, but easy to shoot accurately. And this is the kind of thing that you can put into a range bag, at least for an adult. I like to put it in my range bag, and well, when it was a little more available, I would shoot the 22s all afternoon, single shot, out at little corn cobs or marshmallows or whatever, just little targets opportunity wherever we happen to be shooting. So this is the one that started it all for me, and that's a Crickett. I guess they call this a maritime one, maybe. It's orange and stainless, so it shouldn't get rusty, and 22 Magnum, so can actually do something if you needed to. So I use this thing in the canoe. I've taken it out camping, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty of kids on the gun website shooting team that will use this as part of their training and growing through firearms to shoot bigger stuff. I think I'll pause for just a moment to bring out my other Crickett, and this one is the same gun. It's just in 22 long rifle, and it had a black stock, which is ugly. So I decided to paint this one, and I'm a big fan of these paint pattern snake patterns. We're out here in the desert, so I just am a big fan of it, and this was my not so successful attempt, let's say, at creating a snake-like pattern. And there's some really neat rifles out there that they do a much better job of simulating the belly of a snake and then the scales on top. I didn't do it very well, but this was just a little project that I did one afternoon and never took it off. It looks kind of neat. So this is my 22 long rifle. This one is my Magnum. And they're basically identical, except for the chambers and now the paint jobs. Big fan of them. Check them. Oh, you know what? There is one difference. This one has this horrible lock down here, where if I were to push that button up, it would lock, and I would need a key, like just basically a round key like you'd see on a soda machine, a little smaller version of a tubular lock, and that's what I would need to open this gun. So luckily I've never pushed it in there, but that's something that's pretty annoying if you forget to bring your key to the range. This one doesn't have that, and I'm pretty happy because this is going to be taking it out on the boat. Otherwise, very similar, and two small rifles, first in this series, and pretty much everybody's seen these, I'm sure, at big box stores and in various videos and stuff. The other ones that we'll take a look at in this series behind us there are a little bit more unique, tougher to find, and basically the predecessors to these, let's say. So we'll take a look at those in future videos. Until then, let us know in the comments, wherever you happen to see the video, what you think of this series and other stuff. And as always, thanks for watching.